Wireless mice have been around for a long time, and that works okay for casual gaming. But if you're a competitive player, you're going to get some input lag if you use a generic wireless solution. And that's a real shame because a mouse without wires adds for better freedom of movement, versatility, and a clutter-free desk. Well, that all changes right now. Say hello to Darkcore RGB, the most powerful weapon in Corsair's arsenal of gaming mice. First and foremost, we knew we had to close the gap on input lag. When playing a reaction-based game like CSGO, everything depends on how fast and responsive your equipment is. Darkcore RGB's cutting-edge 1 millisecond 2.4 GHz wireless technology works flawlessly, keeping up with your speed without the traditional wireless delay. The Darkcore RGB also works as a low-latency Bluetooth gaming mouse. You can seamlessly switch over to a Bluetooth 4.0 or higher-enabled device like your Mac or PC laptop. Native 16,000 DPI resolution delivers high accuracy performance and is adjustable in 1 DPI resolution steps, so you can dial in your mouse movement exactly to match your playstyle. You can use Q software to automatically calibrate Darkcore RGB to your mousepad, so you'll get pixel-precise tracking on any surface. All this great tech aside, this mouse is seriously comfortable. Darkcore RGB is designed to fit naturally in your hand and support multiple grip styles, like palm or claw, so you can game longer without fatigue. Decide how Darkcore RGB should feel with magnetic side grips that allow you to completely customize the shape of your mouse. But that's not all. I also want to introduce you to Darkcore RGB Special Edition. The Special Edition comes with all the great features of the standard Darkcore with an added bonus: wireless Qi charging. That means you can charge your mouse on any Qi-enabled device, and it pairs perfectly with our MM1000 Special Edition Qi Charger mousepad. Just move your mouse over to the charging area and the battery starts to charge. Darkcore RGB is the wireless gaming mouse we've all been waiting for. To find out more information, head on over to Corsair.com.
During gameplay, the pro should not be thinking about the mouse at all. The mouse should just work. Everything that the pro does with regard to the mouse should be prior to the match.
When it comes to mice, I switch constantly, and I can tell you right now firsthand that you can tell when a mouse is good.
As soon as I put my hand on it, it feels like a mouse that I've used before or a mouse that I've used actively, and it felt very comfortable right away.
When I first had the Pro-OLS mouse in my hand, I didn't feel any resistance at all, and it was really light, so I was feeling like I can do whatever I want with the mouse.
The weight of the mouse is an incredibly important factor for all gamers. Not everybody likes the same weight, but one of the things that we found over the course of developing mice for pros is that lighter tends to be more preferred.
Prior to using the Pro Wireless mouse, I've generally used heavier mice, and I think that had a tendency of overactivating my shoulders and traps. Makes my shoulders and wrists exhaust a lot quicker than I would like them to playing the game.
Even a 10-gram difference in the weight of the mouse that you're moving can make a difference in terms of fatigue at the end of the day.
So to reduce the weight of the mouse, we push the limit in all engineering disciplines.
Through extensive UX testing and feedback from the pros, we removed any features they didn't want, and we improved upon and reduced the weight of all the features they did want.
But the best thing is that it doesn't have anything I don't like. That's what I want, nothing else and nothing more.
So this was the big challenge here, was to make it stiff and strong enough out of 1 millimeter wall thickness, while also making sure that it can pass the drop test. When we started working on our actual shape, we quickly realized that the endoskeleton was the most suitable architecture. This is because the endoskeleton brings everything inside closer together, and we worked very closely with the electrical engineers to make sure that every part of the circuit board had a function.
It's starting with the number of components we put on the printed circuit board, because the less components you have, the lighter the mouse is.
This meant in the later stages we were actually literally just cutting away parts of the printed circuit board.
Before, the sensor was always the barrier to make something that is lightweight and cordless and performing. With Hero 16K, we finally were able to still get an exceptional battery life and to reduce the weight like never before. We worked on especially what we call angle snapping on very subpixel movement. So we not only improved for the 16K player, we improved also for the 400 DPI player because the small movement, accuracy and absence of angle snapping has been really improved. This is something we can measure, but this is something we can feel as well.
1 millimeter left or right can really make a difference in a game.
When my gear is on point and I feel very comfortable with my gear, I feel like nothing can stop me. And I'm like basically like using an aimbot, you know? My hand is a cheat, you know, at that point.
Lightspeed Wireless is a technology that's exclusive to Logitech G, and it's fundamentally changed the way that people feel about wireless, particularly in pro gaming.
I definitely think wireless helps you improve your games because of how the wires sometimes get tangled and gets in the way of your aiming.
With Lightspeed, we raised the bar to the highest level in terms of performance, reporting at 1 millisecond in a very accurate way.
You have esports athletes at the very highest levels in the most demanding esports, winning tournaments using Lightspeed wireless gaming mice.
As soon as I switched to wireless, that was just a whole new world. Everything was so seamless and there's no distraction, there's no, oh, this feels a little off or I need to adjust this. It's just, once it's right, it's right. I don't have to adjust anything and I can just put my absolute focus on the game.
G Pro is where it's at. The shape is just better.
I think these are amazing.
My first thought when I had my hand on the mouse is like, when can I get it to my home so I can play with it?
Double kill for Faker! And they are your mid-season Invitational champions!
저도 이전부터 다른 제품의 레이저 마우스를 사용했었는데 그것과 마찬가지로 좀 움직일 때 손목에 무리가 별로 안 가는 것 같고 잡을 때 손에 꽉 들어오기 때문에 좀 마우스 클릭 미스가 좀 적은 것 같아요.
Whether you're new to MOBAs or working up to Diamond, you need the right gear in your arsenal to dominate the lanes. At Razer, we've been working on just that. This is the Razer Naga Hex V2, the OP mobile mouse. The first thing you notice is the 7-button mechanical thumb wheel. The buttons are smartly arranged, equal distant from your thumb, so no matter your hand size or your grip style, you'll have 7 extra lightning-fast commands at your disposal. That means more speed, more power. The Razer Naga Hex V2 also comes with pre-configured MOBA profiles that take advantage of this unique form factor. These profiles map spells and commands from the most popular MOBA titles right to the thumb buttons so that you can get started right away. And lastly, it's equipped with our top-of-the-line 5G laser sensor featuring an incredible true 16,000 DPI. In fact, that's the highest true DPI in the world. It's so advanced that adjustments can be made in single DPI increments. So with the ability to boost speed and efficiency and the precision to control the map, this is the OP MOBA mouse, the Razer Naga Hex V2.
Me?